They threw you into hell, thinking you would break. They whispered lies in the shadows, hoping your light would flicker and die. They counted on your silence. They counted on your fear. They counted on your surrender. But they underestimated one thing: you. You remember that night, don't you? The one where the weight of their doubt pressed down on your chest like 1,000 stones. Every word they spat at you, every glance meant to diminish you. It felt like fire. You could feel it burning your skin, scorching your confidence, and yet, here you are, breathing, standing, still alive, still hungry. They expected tears. They expected despair. They expected you to crumble like the rest. But you didn't. You stood there, silent, letting the storm rage around you, and inside, something ignited, something fierce, something that would not be extinguished, because you realized something crucial. Their expectations are never your destiny. They thought weakness defined you. They thought your fears would chain you forever. They didn't see the truth that every scar you carry, every rejection you survived, every betrayal you endured, was forging a version of you they could never imagine. They wanted a puppet, a shadow, a version of you that bowed and broke. But you became the storm they couldn't predict, and it started quietly. In the darkness, when the world whispered that you were finished, you began to build, not loud, not flashy, not to impress anyone, but to reclaim yourself. You dug through the ashes of disappointment, sifted through the rubble of failed expectations, and slowly, carefully, you began to rise. It was not instant. Growth never is. It was painful. It was lonely. It was a battlefield where every day was a fight to remind yourself that you were worthy, that you were capable, that you were alive. You learned to embrace the fire. You learned to walk through the chaos without fear. You learned to look your own reflection in the mirror and say, "I will not break. I will not falter. I will not die here." And while you were learning, they were watching. Did you feel their confusion? Did you sense the panic as they realized the version of you they tried to crush was no longer theirs to control? Their whispers grew frantic, their calm faces cracked. They did not expect the quiet power that grew in the shadows, the resilience that burned unseen, unstoppable, because they are always shocked when the broken become unbreakable. You learned something else too. You learned that revenge is not always loud. It is not always dramatic. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is peace, mastery, and indifference. They tried to dim your light, but you shone anyway. They tried to steal your joy, but you found it within yourself. They expected envy, tears, a confrontation, but instead you gave them something far worse, the realization that their cruelty could not touch you anymore. And oh, the look on their faces, the confusion, the frustration, the regret. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Their world, built on manipulation and control, collapsing silently because the one they thought they owned is now untouchable. You've been through storms that should have drowned you. You've faced nights so dark, so empty, you thought the dawn would never come. And yet, here you are, standing in your own fire, forged stronger, brighter, more luminous than you ever imagined. Did they really think you'd stay broken? Did they really think the pain they caused could define you? No. They planted seeds of despair, and from those seeds you grew. You grew wild, you grew free, you grew into your own legend. You remember the days of doubt, the moments when fear whispered in your ear. You remember the times you wanted to give up because the world seemed too heavy, too cruel, too unfair. Yes, you remember. And yet, here you are, unchained, unstoppable, untamed. Every scar tells a story. Every failure carved a path to your rise. Every betrayal was a stepping stone to your greatness. And every person who doubted you, every person who laughed, every person who tried to stop you, is now a witness to your transformation. There is a moment in your story, a moment when you finally see it. The moment when you realize that their hatred, their doubt, their manipulation, they never had the power. You always did. You always had the fire. You always had the strength. You always had the will to rise above. And in that moment, you stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for approval. You stop caring about their regrets, because now, you are the one who blinds them with your glow. Do you feel it, that power, that unstoppable energy surging through your veins? It is the energy of survival, the energy of resilience, the energy of self-mastery. You've walked through hell, and you are still standing. You've faced betrayal, and you are still loving. You've been underestimated, and you are still rising. And every time they see you, every time they hear of your success, every time they witness your joy, your peace, your unshakable presence, they feel it. Regret, envy, the bitter taste of knowing they can never touch your light. Your glow blinds their regret, not because you intended it, not because you sought revenge, but because your existence, your growth, your life, everything about you is unstoppable. And isn't that the most beautiful form of victory? To live fully, freely, and fearlessly while those who doubted you crumble in silence? Think about every time they tried to push you down, every time they laughed at your dreams, every time they whispered that you weren't enough. Now imagine standing there, calm, composed, smiling, while your life unfolds exactly as it should. You are the proof that their expectations were never your reality. You are the embodiment of resilience, the walking testament that pain is temporary, but strength is eternal. You are the storm they never saw coming, the sun they can't shade, the fire they can't burn, and you didn't just survive. You evolved, you mastered yourself. You embraced the chaos and transformed it into beauty. Every heartbreak became fuel. Every failure became a blueprint. Every betrayal became a mirror reflecting your power back at you. And now the world bends to the rhythm of your courage. Now, the universe opens doors where there were only walls. Now, your presence commands respect, not because you demanded it, but because you earned it every single day. Do you feel the difference? The freedom? The lightness of walking without chains? Because that is your reward. That is the treasure you carry. That is the quiet, undeniable triumph over every person who tried to dim your fire. They will never admit it, but they see it. They feel it. They cannot escape it. And the most powerful part? You don't need their validation anymore. You never did. You were never theirs to control. Your life, your fire, your glow, they are yours, and nothing can take that away. Now picture this. You, standing tall on the horizon of your own story, the wind at your back, the sun lighting your path, every shadow you faced now behind you, every obstacle transformed into strength, every doubt melted into confidence. And they are left in the darkness they created for you, watching, regretting, powerless. And in that quiet moment, you smile, not with hatred, not with anger, but with peace, indifference, mastery. Because victory is not loud, victory is not cruel, victory is being whole, unstoppable, unshakable. So, rise. Rise like the fire they could never contain. Rise like the storm they could never predict. Rise like the sun that blinds them with your brilliance, and let them watch, let them feel, let them regret your glow. It blinds their regret. And you will never stop shining, because now, finally, fully, undeniably, you are unstoppable. They tried to dim you. They tried to break you. They failed. And in your light, they see the truth. They never had the power. You always did. And now every step you take, every word you speak, every breath you inhale, it is a testament to the fact that you are untouchable, unconquerable, unforgettable. So shine. Shine like the world has never seen. Shine like the universe itself bends in awe. Shine until your glow blinds every last trace of their regret. Because this is your life. This is your story. This is your power. And nothing can take it from you. You are fire. You are light. You are unstoppable. Your glow blinds their regret, and it always will. They thought your silence was weakness. They thought your patience was surrender. They thought your quiet was submission. But you knew something they could never understand. Silence is not empty. Silence is not stillness. Silence is preparation. Silence is power building in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to explode like a sunrise breaking through the storm. Do you feel the shift? That moment when fear no longer grips your chest, but courage flows through your veins like molten gold. That is where you are now, standing at the edge of everything you once thought impossible. Every setback, every heartbreak, every betrayal. They were not endings. They were lessons dressed in pain, teaching you how to rise taller, move faster, and shine brighter. They were not meant to stop you. They were meant to sculpt you into the force they could never defeat. Look at them. Look at how their confidence falters as they witness your ascent. Can you see their envy? Can you hear the silent fear that creeps into their hearts? They tried to clip your wings. They tried to drown your fire. They tried to silence your voice. And yet, here you are, soaring above, untamed, unbroken, unstoppable. Every step you take, every decision you make, every small victory you celebrate, it is a mirror reflecting their failure to understand your true power. You remember the nights when doubt clawed at your mind, the nights when tears blurred your vision and hope felt like a distant memory. Do you remember how the world seemed stacked against you, how they made you feel invisible, irrelevant, unworthy? And yet, despite all of that, you refused to stay down. Every morning, you woke with purpose. Every morning, you told yourself, I am stronger than yesterday. I am brighter than yesterday. I am unstoppable. And slowly, invisibly, relentlessly, you transformed. You learned the art of patience. You learned the art of focus. You learned the art of rising while they are busy underestimating you. And isn't it funny how the universe works? While they were laughing at your struggle, while they were celebrating your failures, the fire inside you was building, roaring, consuming every ounce of fear and turning it into pure, unstoppable energy. You were becoming a force they could never reckon with, a storm clothed in grace, a warrior cloaked in silence, a star burning so brightly that no shadow could touch you. And now, as you stand in the light of your own making, you see it clearly. They never mattered. Their opinions, their judgments, their attempts to control you, they were all illusions. All that mattered was you and the unstoppable power that lives inside you. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are no longer a prisoner of their doubt. You are the master of your own destiny, the architect of your own life. Feel it, the power surging through you, the clarity in your vision, the unshakable belief that no obstacle can hold you, no betrayal can break you, and no darkness can dim your light. This is the moment when the weak become irrelevant, when the doubters fall silent, and when your glow blinds their regret. And the beauty of it all? You don't need to prove anything. You don't need revenge. You don't need recognition. Your life, your fire, your unstoppable presence, that is enough. So rise higher, not for them, not for their approval, not for their recognition. Rise higher for yourself, because every step you take, every challenge you conquer, every dream you manifest, it is a testament to your resilience. They will watch, they will regret, they will wish they had done differently. But you will smile, calm, confident, unbothered, unstoppable, untouchable. Because now, finally, your light is your shield, your sword, and your crown, and nothing in this world can take it from you. You are fire, you are storm, you are light, you are unstoppable. Your glow, it blinds their regret, and every day, every moment, every breath, it grows stronger, brighter, more magnificent, because this is your life, this is your power, this is your victory, and they can only watch.